today's video is a foundation tutorial for oily skin. I show you how I prep my skin for foundation, my actual foundation routine, and also my highlighting and contouring. If you want to see a brow tutorial or a liner tutorial, then I will leave a link below to both of those videos on my channel. So yeah, if you're interested in how I do my foundation for oily skin, then just stay tuned. Alright guys, excuse my edges, I know they are not laid right now, but we just gonna keep them moving. Oily skin it can be hard to manage kinda, so priming is really going to be your best friend. Your primer is really going to be your best friend, definitely with oily skin. Preparation is everything when you have oily skin. So a couple primers that I want to talk to you about. There is the Becca Evermatte primer. I know that one's nice. I've tried that one before. The Milk of Magnesia is a great alternative, but you can't wear that every day. The number 7 Beautifully Matte is very nice, and the Z Pore Refiner is also a good mattifying primer. So yeah, check those out. Today I'm going to be using the Z Pore Refiner. So I also do recommend using maybe 2 primers. I use a all over face primer, and then I use another mattifying primer or a pore filling primer, and most of the pore filling primers that I've used have also worked to mattify my face too. So today I'm actually going to be using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, and the Smashbox Primer is oil free, so it's great for oily skin, so it's not going to make you even more oilier than you already are. Alrighty, so I like to just warm it up in my hands, and then I just apply that all over my face. I don't know about you guys, but my makeup typically starts breaking up right in here first, like right in this area. So I really focus it in that area. So you guys know that I absolutely adore the Good Skin Lab Z Pore Refiner. It's one of my favorite pore mattifying primers ever. It's all I'm using right now for my oils throughout the day. Makes my skin so soft before applying makeup. I just apply it to my T-zone area. You want to apply this wherever you feel like you get oily. And I also place it in my smile lines too. So now what I'm going to do is just apply my brows off camera. You want to definitely prime your eyebrows before you put them on, because you have oily skin. So it's a good chance that your eyebrows will wipe off. So make sure you prime them. I'm using the Urban Decay Primer Potion. And yeah, that is pretty much it. If you want an in-depth brow tutorial, I do have one on my channel. I'll leave it linked down below. Alright lovelies, so I have my brows and my liner on. If you want to see a liner tutorial too, I think I have one. I think it's linked down below. So yeah, now I'm just going to color correct. And you want to do this if you have any darkness on your face, any redness, because this is just going to help you. You're not gonna have to use as much foundation to cover up those spots, and it'll just look better. You'll have a more even complexion. But you don't want to go overboard with it. I'm gonna blend that out really nicely using this kind of cone shaped brush. I really need to clean my brushes. That's also another thing. You should clean your brushes, if not once a week, then once every other week, because that will, A, it's sanitary to do that, and B, you will be less prone to breakouts, and oily acne skin is not cute. Sorry, it's not. If that's your thing, go ahead, but it ain't mine. So anyway, I'm going to just set that color corrector into place using my MAC Skin Finish in the color medium deep. You guys, I want to get chocolate this summer. I want to get real chocolate. Okay, so let's talk about foundations. Typically if you have oily skin, you want to go for a mattifying foundation. You want to stay away from like dewy foundations, moisturizing foundations, because that's just going to make you even oilier. I mean, if you want to do like dewy skin, you can use, like, I would suggest using like a semi-matte foundation. So for my oily skin, I typically either do a matte foundation or a pro longwear foundation. Pro longwear is just like, I feel like pro longwear is mattifying, because, you know, you want to wear, if you want to wear it for a long time, you obviously don't want to be sweaty or like oily, if you get what I'm saying. My favorite foundations that I've used and currently used, I love the MAC Pro Longwear Foundation, the MAC Studio Fix, the MAC Nourishing Waterproof Foundation, the MAC Studio Tech. I also love from the drugstore the Maybelline Dream Velvet. I love that. That's like my favorite. I also love the L'Oreal Pro Matte, the what is it called? The L'Oreal True Match. I really like. The Kat Von D foundation is beautiful. It's super freaking matte. It's like almost dead looking. And that's really good coverage too. If you want, you know, full coverage matte foundation, that's the best foundation like ever. Today I'm actually going to use the Maybelline Dream Velvet because that's just my favorite. It's a semi-matte finish. On here it says a soft matte hydrating foundation. This does not hydrate me, so forget what they said. I'm not like oily. It's not oily. It's not, I don't know. I really love the way it goes on. I love the texture of it. It's like a gel kinda. So you don't really need a lot at all. I don't know, I just really love this foundation. It's really thick, definitely full coverage. I'm going to buff that in using my e.l.f. flat top kabuki brush, and I'm going to like pat the foundation into the skin kinda. This just gives me like a nice even full coverage. Don't be afraid of liquid foundation. Do not be afraid of liquid foundation, because as you can see, there are foundations formulated specifically for oily skin. So just because you have oily skin, that doesn't mean that you automatically have to use a powder foundation. That's not what that means. That just means stay away from like hydrating foundations, hydrating liquid foundations. There's even hydrating powder foundations if you want. Just stay away from those if you have oily skin. Once this foundation dries, it'll oxidize and it will match me perfectly. I really love this foundation. As you can see, it's a soft matte finish. I don't really have too much shine, and I'm actually going to just knock all the shine away with my Studio Fix powder. So this right here is the MAC Studio Fix foundation, and it's a full coverage powder foundation from MAC that is absolutely gorgeous, and I absolutely love it. I recently fell in love with it, probably like late last year. So I guess not recently. But yeah, I just like to set my foundation with this. It's a really nice powder, and I really love it. I don't really think that there's a powder that's exactly like this. I heard the True Match powder from L'Oreal is good, but I don't know. I think you should just splurge on this if you really have, you know, if you really want to. It's definitely worth it. And yeah, I love it. It keeps my makeup, like, it locks it into place, and my makeup lasts all day. Like, whenever I do my clients, a lot of them will text me and they'll say, "Oh, Kahlyn, my makeup lasted till the next day. I'm gonna wear it again today." You shouldn't do that. You should wash your makeup off the night you put it on. But your makeup will stay on long, if you get what I'm saying. If you take these steps to, you know, if you have oily skin or if you just want your makeup to last longer, you can use these steps to do that. So yeah. Guys, in my last that April Fool's video that I did, when I moisturized my face with that Carmex, oh my god, my eyes were tearing so bad. I literally had to stop recording and just like take it off because it just kept burning. Don't do that, please. Alright guys, so now we're going to do highlighting and contouring. So I typically like to either use my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer or my LA Pro Conceal. I'm going to use my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer today because I ran out of my favorite color of the LA Pro Conceal. And yeah. So I have the color NC42. Right here is what I'm using. I'm just going to blend that in using my beauty blender. You've seen me do this multiple times. This is nothing new. You see how this brightens up the face? I love this concealer. It's my fave. I typically only use this like for special occasions though. I've been thinking about doing drag queen makeup, but I don't know. I'm kind of nervous. I don't know. Let me know if you guys want to see me do a drag queen makeup tutorial. Like a real drag queen makeup tutorial. Pull up on the curve. Pull up on the curve. Little tip. This dries fast. So kind of be quick when you're blending it out. If you find that it does dry before you get a chance to blend it out, you can just take some Fix Plus and take some Fix Plus, spray it, and then you're gonna be able to blend it again. Problem solved, darling. I always have swatches of concealer on the back of my hand every time I do my makeup. I never clean it off, so I'm gonna try and start getting into the habit of doing that. Alright, so now for everyone's favorite part besides color correcting and highlighting. I'm gonna bake. And baking is basically when you apply the powder to set your concealer on like your highlight areas, and you let it sit there for a couple minutes and bake and cook and really, you know, hold the concealer in place so it won't budge, it won't crease. And this also helps with controlling oils too, because the powder is like, it's really setting into the face and it's going to lock down the makeup and the oil so it doesn't, you know, come out or whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna be baking using my airspun powder. You can also use the Sacha powder if you want to, or you can mix them. The Sacha Buttercup powder is really, really great for women of color, and it really just, you know, it brings the, I don't know, the color and the warmth back to your skin tone. Sometimes translucent powders can wash you out if you are, you know, dark, you do have a darker complexion, but I like the airspun powder because I feel like it really, really does lock in the oils, and I typically don't really get too oily during the day at all. So like I touch up maybe once during the day, and that's pretty much it, just to like, you know, kind of like redefine everything, make sure my oils do, you know, stay at bay. But I'm never like an oily grease ball by the end of the day if I do my makeup like this. So we're just gonna take that powder on the same beauty blender. I'm gonna bake for about 5 minutes, and then I'm going to come back to do the rest of the face. So I like to brush away the powder and blend it and blend everything together using my MAC Skin Finish in the color Dark. And I'm going to just use that same brush that I applied my Studio Fix powder with. Bring the definition back into my face. I'm going to take the MAC Studio MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the color Deep Dark. Dark Deep. By the way, guys, if you have oily eyelids and your makeup creases a lot, your eye makeup creases a lot because you have oily lids, use the Urban Decay Eden Primer Potion or the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Those two are like my favorite, and I do have oily lids. And my eyeshadows like never crease ever. So yeah, definitely check those out. To contour today, I'm gonna use the Ulta Contour Kit, and I'm gonna use the Goddess Bronzer. I'm not gonna show you it because my mom really wrecked the palette and it looks really dirty. So yeah, just look it up. I'm using NARS Ida Brush, whatever. Mine's actually a knockoff from the Wish app. If you want to check it out, I'll try and get the link so you can buy it. It was like $2. You know what I really want to try? I really want to try those the toothbrush looking brushes. They have those on there too, like a full set for like $25. Do you ever get tired of seeing your face in makeup? So I'm going to spray myself with some Fix Plus spray. I would do this because it just gets rid of the powdery finish, but if you think that it's going to make you a little more oilier, then skip it. Don't do the Fix Plus because it typically hydrates the skin, kind of. So yeah, my skin does fine with it. So I always set my makeup with a setting spray. I love the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. That's really nice. The oil control one is really good. I also absolutely love the Wet n Wild Photo Focus spray. It's really nice. And that just sets my makeup in place and holds it all day long. Just, you know, just a little extra boost, I guess you want to call it. I'm just going to throw on my lashes and lipstick, and I'll be right back to show you the finished product. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I just, you know, finished my eye makeup and put my lipstick on. So yeah, this is my foundation tutorial for oily skin. Let me know what you guys think of it. Let me know if you try it out, if you try out any products, or if you have products that you want to recommend to me to try, that you want to, you know, see on my channel. Like this video, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I really want to get to 500 subscribers. So yeah, that's my goal right now. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, Sparklets.
We will all get to one day.